What to do when you find your partner's past intolerably disturbing? There may be events or people in your partner's past that you can't accept. Maybe your partner did something that is hard for you to digest, or there were previous partners whom you judge or can't accept for some reason. Or perhaps the issue lies in the fact that your partner had many relationships before you, and that bothers you because you don't know anything about them. Why does your partner's past bother you so much? And what can you do with these feelings, this unease, tension, anxiety, or even anger inside you? Perhaps the most important question to ask yourself during this process is why your partner's past seems more significant than the present of your relationship. While you focus on your partner's past, it's worth noting that you're dealing with something that is both over and out of your control. It happened in your partner's life, had no impact on your own life, and you cannot control it. You can't change or control your partner's past or the things that happened in it. If you have no control over it and aren't even directly affected by the things your partner experienced, then why does it preoccupy your thoughts so much? To understand yourself, you first need to understand how this process works in your mind. The human mind functions in a way that it wants to have an overview of things in order to feel safe in the present and plan for the future securely. Your mind wants to keep things under control because if it understands things, it can also control them. Then your mind will be able to dictate how things should unfold in the future and maintain control over it. But when your mind encounters aspects, people or events in your partner's past that you can't accept, it also faces the fact that these aspects are part of your partner's personality and character. Those behaviors, experiences, habits, motivations, and impulses that occurred in the past might still be a part of your partner now. And if they are still part of your partner in the present, then you might struggle to control, understand, or accept your partner. And that's what you fear deep down. What appears in your mind in such moments is fear. Fear that your partner may still be the same person they were in the past. Or fear that you won't be able to handle your partner in the present because behaviors from the past may reappear. Or maybe you simply feel that you don't truly know your partner, and if you don't know who they are, then you won't be able to plan, direct, or control your relationship. In essence, your mind is experiencing a state of losing control in the present, in the relationship's present. And that's why it wants to understand, analyze, and examine every little detail of the past, hoping to find information that will be useful for the future. So, what can you do if your partner's past disturbs you this much? Since all of these things happened in the past, before you were part of your partner's life, they don't directly concern you. You can't control or fully comprehend a past in which you weren't involved. If your partner's past is such a blind spot, then it's not worth focusing your attention on it. What's much more important is the present, because here and now is where you can act and experience your relationship. The more you bring your attention to the past and to your partner's past, the more you will poison the present. You want to control and enjoy the present, but you can't because your mind is in a constant state of alertness, tension, and anxiety due to the past. You can do two things. The first is to understand that your mind will let go of the past when it sees value or meaning in it for the present. So, for the relationship to function well in the present, you need to shift your focus away from the past and its secrets. You'll be able to shift your focus when you realize that the things that happened in the past can have useful meaning in the present. How can the past events benefit your current relationship? How could it be helpful that your partner experienced those things? Perhaps the thought that could help you here is that if your partner hadn't gone through those past relationships or events, they wouldn't be the person you've fallen in love with today. understanding that the person you love now is who they are because they went through the experiences you've learned about from their past. So either this reframing helps you find usefulness in your partner's past, or the other thing you can do is simply stop dwelling on the past. And why you should stop doing it is because from your mind's well-understood interests, you realize that continuing this will only ruin your present relationship. The more you dig into the past, the more tension you bring into the present, and the more you hold your partner accountable for past events, the more certain it is that you'll be digging your relationship's grave, leading it to fall apart. You'll create unnecessary conflicts and arguments. So simply stop. Don't think about the past. Now you may ask, but how do I do that? How do I stop thinking about the past? There's no technique for not doing something. You can't stop in that sense. Just stop. And don't keep your attention on the past. It's something you can't control, can't understand, and you weren't even part of it. You have no information about it. Focus your attention on the present in your relationship. Put energy into making things work well for both of you now. Focus on feeling good with your partner and making sure they feel good with you. And here comes my question again. What could possibly be the reason why your mind chooses to focus on the past instead of the present of your relationship? Why do you live in the past instead of the present of your relationship? Generally, we avoid the present when it's too challenging, tense, or filled with conflicts, or when we have significant fears about the present. You literally escape from the present, but at the same time, you don't see the past as safe either. Why is the present so frightening? What issue or blockage in your life is making you focus on the past instead? In most cases, the fear in the present is that you believe you won't be good enough for your partner. That's why analyzing the past becomes so important, because you fear that your partner's past experiences were better than what you can offer. You worry that your partner was more attached to their past relationships or enjoyed them more than they do with you, because you fear that what you offer won't bring enough joy and happiness to them. This is what you need to work on. The real issue is with the present of the relationship. You need to clarify within yourself what it is that you are afraid of, what is unsettling for you in the relationship, what is bothering you in the present of your relationship. These are the issues you need to address, and these are where your energy and attention should go, not the past. I wish you success, and if this relationship brings you joy and happiness, I hope it lasts and becomes even happier if you focus on the present. Thank you for your attention. I wish you the best of luck, good health, love, a happy relationship, and everything you desire for yourself.